Honestly, I'm at a crossroads, bro. I don't know if I should watch The Perversion of Drake Bell, a Nickelodeon nightmare, or Drake Bell is Innocent. Because I'm like, I'll just type this into the search. And, there are all kinds of videos. Whenever this came out, I had watched it. I didn't even finish it, but I don't even remember what Moist or whatever he was reacting to was saying. Regardless. 9 months ago, and this is 5 months ago. So let's look into the 9 months ago one, and then we'll look at the more recent one.
This hearing. There have been a lot of claims that were made by the victim here, and it's not often, or can I even recall an instance where defense counsel at sentencing had to address the credibility of the victim's allegations at sentencing. But this appears to be that time. I will simply say this, some of these claims that were made about sending photos of genitals, we went through these claims with the prosecutor's office for a long time, approximately 18 months. No such image was presented, either to the state or to the defense. The claim that he is a pedophile lacks any sort of factual support from the case, and it also lacks any sort of mental health claim. It's an easy tag to give someone, but doesn't fit in this case. Clearly,
so not a pedo?
The victim in this case, and again, it's...
Okay. So he didn't send no genitals. I don't know if that includes nudes, but okay, he don't got the dick out. Hold up. This is the question. As a nigga, what is even considered a nude? You gotta have the dick in it, right? So I'm like, would that include it being no nudes? Huh. These are the real questions. Because niggas be going to the beach all the time. Niggas don't be wearing shirts all the time. I could take my shirt off right now. It's just a nigga thing. But once you, take your pants off, well, the only thing that you taking a picture of is your dick. And I'm like, let's move on.
It's difficult because it's hard for me to walk the very fine line in this case between what he did and what he's being accused of doing. That which he accepted responsibility for and that which he would never accept responsibility for.
What he is accepting responsibility for? I need answers.
I'm going to ask you, what is he accepting responsibility for?
So the acceptance of the responsibility, Your Honor, is for chats that occurred between he and the victim.
What was the subject matter of those chats?
The subject matter of those chats were there's a lot to it. So there was discussion because they had known each other for years, and there were claims that became sexual in nature. When asked, however, at what point, or at your age, excuse me, at that point he said, "Can you hurry up?" which shows a complete intent not to engage with a minor. So
wait, what?
Complete intent not to engage. At that point he said, "Can you hurry up?" At your age, excuse me, at that point he said, "Can you hurry up?" which,
can you hurry up and say your age? If she avoided saying her age, I'm befuddled. Do we have leaks of the fucking chats or something? The nigga got links? Drake has addressed the situation on his Instagram.
Hi, I'm Drake.
Okay, hold up. Let me look at Drake's fucking thing. Hold up. Let me look at this, bro.
Bell, not Drake Campana. Soy Drake Bell, yo no soy Drake Campana. A lot of the news that you've been hearing, well, most of the news that you've heard recently is entirely false and wrong.
Okay.
And I feel that you deserve and I owe you an explanation.
Okay. What's the explanation, Drake? What's going on?
I didn't change my name. Although I love and would love to, I've never moved to Mexico. I've never been a resident or a citizen of Mexico. I don't have a Mexican passport. Um, I didn't get arrested. I didn't go to jail. I know that this has moved very quickly for you, but for me, it's been a 3-year thorough investigation into every false claim that has been made. And it's not me telling you that the claims are false, but the state of Ohio has
Oh,
proven the claims to be false.
dang. The state? Wait a minute. Does he have the Carfax?
If these claims were remotely true, my situation would be very different. I would not be here at home with my wife and my son.
Wait, you got a wife and son? Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up, bro. I'm confused on the timeline. Bro, this is why you don't just look at a random video of a situation, bro. Fuck. We might have to look at the perversion of Drake Bell to like understand this shit. Fuck. I don't get the timeline.
But that being said, I'm not perfect,
Okay.
and I made mistakes. I responded to a fan whose age I didn't know. Yet when I became aware of their age, all conversation and communication stopped.
Bro, the Drake pull of me, bro. Like, bro, hold up. Like, bro, I was talking to this chick, right? And then I asked her, bro, I'm not like Drake, bro. I asked her early on. I'm like, how old are you? She says her age. I'm like, oh no, bro, on some muscle man type shit. We delete that immediately. Immediately. We ain't getting caught with nothing, boys. Gotta stay tight, bro. You never know it. You never know who watching. I ain't got no binoculars, but yeah, you never know who watching. Feel me?
And this individual continued to come to shows and pay for meet and greets, and all while I was unaware that this was the same person I was communicating with online.
Okay.
Um, and that's what I pled guilty to. It was reckless and irresponsible text messages. I want to make clear that there were no sexual images, nothing physical between me and this individual. I was not charged with anything physical. I was not charged with disseminating of photographs or images or anything like that. This is strictly over text messages. And when I was presented with a plea deal, because of the messages, I felt that it was the best way to get this over quickly and for everybody involved to be able to move on and for me to get back to doing what I love. And that's making music for you.
Mm.
And I want to thank you for, to everyone who saw through the lies and did their research and looked at my
Fuck,
case.
bro.
And
I don't got a dis. Wait, 5K. I don't know. Kind of low. Kind of low of a like rating, 5K. Less than 10%. I don't know.
saw it for what it was.
I don't know how many dislikes this has.
Instead
They took that away. Thanks, YouTube. Oh.
of through all of this media confusion, and don't believe the media right off the bat. It's a lot of clickbait. Do your own research and
He hit you with the do
come
your
to your own
own
conclusions.
research.
And
Okay.
I just want to
Alright, Drake. What's the comments on this? Drake, nobody perfect. We all make mistakes. Okay. I'm glad Drake clears things up. I'll be honest, dude, sucks. These videos aren't receiving coverage. I'm glad he gets a statement about time. It wasn't innocent. My friend bullied me for months for supporting him. Okay. Okay. Drake pleaded guilty to child endangerment, domestic harmful. We don't know much about the child endangerment charge. It wasn't okay. Drake's attorney today plea reflect conduct on which Mr. Bell did not accept responsibility. The victim's allegations that went beyond that which all parties agreed not only lack supporting evidence, but are contradicted by the facts learned through extensive investigation. All right, so some of these claims got debunked. Okay. He's only okay. As the court made clear, the plea was never about sexual misconduct or sexual relations with any person, let alone a minor. Sexual registration was not imposed, and Bill did not plead guilty to any such offense. Drake and his family are relieved and grateful behind him. He looks forward to once again performing for all supportive fans in the world. Aunt and victim ex-friend speak out on situation. Twitter. Okay. About Drake Bell. Oh, okay. It's in Spanish as well. Is this in English? Hi. Wait, hold on. Chatted her. Okay, is this all in English? Oh, okay. Bell's case new info. Hey, hi. Wow, she is really unbalanced piece of work. I was friends with her on for 21 years. I know Sydney before she was born. I went to Cleveland because I thought it would be fun. Plus, another friend knows him and was photographing the show, and I wanted to see her. There was no way anything happened in the dressing room because the door was open all night. Kathy, photographer, had to go through the dressing room to go through the on stage to the front stage. The story about the hotel in Cleveland was also a lie. He invited us to his hotel the next day. We went and waited a while to go up. We, the aunt, Cindy, and me, went into his room and he was blow drying his hair. He gave us a tour and then he moved the conversation to the hall. Her aunt went into the room with Drake to have a birthday card signed. I sat in the hallway with Sydney. She came out a few minutes later and chatted a bit more. Drake! Auntie and I had a pic taken and we left to come back to Toronto. When contacted by authorities, I told the truth with the first investigator and then the detective. I had zero reason to lie, yet Sydney's loudmouth mother and sister, Dion, accused me of loss, and I lost a 21-year friendship over this BS. Dang! Her aunt took her everywhere to the shows, I believe, until I went to Cleveland, and I don't know this word. 3 months later, they went on their own to the concert. I knew they went to several in Cleveland. We went backstage, and in whatever, we sat in the meet and greet, and then spent a little time with him before heading back to Toronto. That was my last communication with him. I'm still having a very difficult time being accused of lying. It's horrible and fair. Her name is, who, in my opinion, completely got caught up in the celebrity. Personally, I could care less. They are people. It was nice to meet him. I enjoyed his show, but I don't own any of his music. When I gave my statement over a year ago, this was an investigation. Apparently, Drake made a statement almost a year later, and his and my statement were almost identical. I had uh, I had no communication with him since 2018. When I went to the show, Drake and I have discussed the situation at length. I supported him because I knew Sydney's plan was typical deranged fan celebrity situation. This would damage his career completely. Hopefully, in time, things will improve for him. Anything else? Oh, okay. Her name. Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay, and this is just, what is this? Cool picture. This was Multiverse of Madness. All right, completely irrelevant. My thought was, like a reply or something. Okay, Alton victim's ex-friend speak on the situation. So her, so the people talking here are the victim's aunt and her friend. Okay, important when okay, the link to the full videos in this description has started a podcast. Huh?
It shows a complete intent not to engage with a minor. So, however, those chats, harmful as they were, clearly harmed this person at that time.
They were sexual in nature.
Those were, yes. Thank you. They certainly, however, Your Honor, did not mimic any of the factual scenarios that the victim has brought up here today. And again, I have to emphasize the fact that once the age was known, that terminated at that point, saying hurry up with the age. But I will say this.
Let me ask you this.
Yes,
You're
please.
saying you didn't know how old she was when he first started engaging in conversations with her, either at a concert or by telephone. He didn't know that her age.
At the start, he may not have known. He did learn of the age at a later time, Your Honor, and that is why he's accepting the plea. What's it? Yeah, during the chats, Your Honor. Kevin, you have the dates on the chat? The chats, correct? You would agree? Yeah. So the state and defense would agree the age was mentioned during those chats, Your Honor. All right. So, Your Honor, other than, this offense for which he's pled guilty, this court is aware that there were two OVIs, but nothing ever similar to anything like this. We would ask for basic community controlled sanction, which would then be transferred to California. That certainly would be sufficient pursuant to Ohio.
Bro, did this nigga get hit with a Tokyo's Revenge, bro? Hold up. This nigga got set up? Or more so that he didn't know the age and also was set up? Kind of similar to Tokyo. I don't know. He might have gotten hit with the Tokyo's Revenge.
Ohio Revised Code Section 29, 29, 11, 12, 13, and 14, because in this case, recidivism does not appear likely, and nor does the severity of it outweigh any similar offenses by similar offenders when we're looking at what was actually pled to in this case. The claim that seeing the therapist resulted from this, and again, this is where I'm just going to take this responsibility for making the record straight. I'm sure it's not going to be, the victim in this case is not going to like what I have to say, but we are aware that that therapy did not begin with Drake. This began before. Throughout this case, and this is why I think
Damn, really said debunks. Jeez.
that the plea is very accurate and very fitting, and all parties agreed to this. Including the victim in this case, was aware of this before this day and approved of this plea. Clearly, she, according to a lot of the statements that were provided in this case, worshipped and kind of held herself out as a super fan of Mr. Bell. There were no claims at all of any sort of inappropriate conduct until the victim in this case learned of Mr. Bell's fiance, now wife. And at that point, that's when everything kind of...
Whoa there, Bell, sir. So you had a fiance at the time. Or did you? Bruh.
Turned her world upside down. In going through all of these statements and all the witnesses in this case, I will just simply... I'm trying to do this in as gentle a manner as possible, but there was certainly concern for the victim's reality in her case and in her claims thereafter.
The reality. Look at the face. Hold up, I can't see that. Look at the face. She's like, nani? Oh, bro.
The claims as to
unbelievable.
Janet Bell and the exchange online that was happening. We had provided a video to the prosecutor's office from Ms. Bell. She explained why she spoke to the victim the way that she did. She explained that she was just trying to appease her and trying to let her believe that she was just being heard because she had difficulty even talking to her about it. So this was not anything that, as the victim somehow believes now, was genuine by Ms. Bell. This was an attempt just simply to diffuse the situation, which, in hindsight, they clearly judged correctly as a dangerous situation.
Dang. Man said, bro, they had the precog. They had the activated. Wait, okay.
I'm not sitting here today, Judge, to minimize the conduct of what Drake did. But what was accused here today, what was brought out here today...
What did my man's do? Did he say, I'm about to stick my dick in you and fuck you 10 ways to Sunday? Well, not knowing that she was a minor. Or what? Wait. Bro, man. It seems this nigga got hit with the Tokyo's Revenge, bro. Hold up. But you know what? I'll make a video for that Tokyo shit. Hold
Far other world from what we, the state and the defense, had contemplated prior to.
Are you calling me a liar?
Since the time of her allegation, when she claims that this happened, she went to 9 additional concerts that he was at. She would message him saying, I miss you. When we talk about the the kind of different reality. I think one of the points that stood out most to me was in the victim's videoed statement to the detective in this case from Cleveland Police Department, Atanasio, when he asked her, has anyone come to speak to you on behalf of the defense? And she said yes. And the detective said, who was that? Well, they're the private investigator for Mr. Bell. And we were, the prosecution, defense were all in the same room when we heard that. And we knew perfectly well that that had never happened. And then all of a sudden she stated that, oh, you know what? Actually, I was wrong. I was confused. It didn't happen. It was just seemed really realistic to me. And that showed great concern for credibility and recollection. She talks about the hotel room at the A-Loft.
Really realistic? What? Alright, bro. Okay. I think we've seen enough. It felt realistic. It seemed realistic. Bro, it didn't happen, though. What?
And I understand that she has problems with her aunt now, but it is important to show that there was another adult who was there. All of this was shared with the state and the defense. This is why we pled the way that we did to what was actually done, not what is actually being stated here today. And that friend was very clear, not just in a statement to the defense, but also in another recorded statement to the Cleveland Police Detective Antanasio. And that person stated that the victim had never gone into Mr. Bell's room alone, period. And that was twice stated to us and to the detective. She talks about performing oral sex here today on 2 occasions, stating that there was never, that this happened in the back room at the Odeon. We also were able to identify and share witnesses who indicated they had gone back and forth down the hall into that room throughout the night. The door was open. There were people in that room at all times, and this did not happen.
Bro, just how freaky you gotta be to be saying, bro, I'm trying to get head right now. Door open, nigga coming back and forth. But I'm getting head. And everybody like, nah, that didn't happen. I'm like, dang, bro, niggas going back and forth. How you finna say you were giving head?
She did tell one of her friends, and I'll get to some here in a moment, that she did report this when she did because she did not, or she stated that Mr. Bell did not respond to her liking. So in essence, what this is was a person who, and that's okay, idolized this person. His conduct was not correct. It was not proper for what he did. And unfortunately, he did not know who he was speaking with and the damage that this was going to do. But I have to be very clear because it would not be fair to sit there and just accept everything that was said. What occurred, or what the victim is claiming to have occurred here, not only am I saying that it did not happen, not only would Mr. Bell say that that did not happen, but the evidence in the state, the evidence in this case.
All right. This is good enough. All right. So grasp with the CTA. Our boy Bell be texting a shorty, don't know her age, being like, bro, were they sexual? I'm pretty sure they did say it was sexual, right? But we don't know if it was sexually related. We don't know if the child endangerment, disseminating matter harmful to juvenile. Okay, I don't know about the child endangerment one, but so homie was sending messages back and forth. Fan hit him up. He sending messages back and forth. Yeah, yada yada yada. Don't know the age just yet. Sent some wild text me like I'ma fuck you 5 ways Sunday, some shit like that. I don't know if he said, bro. He probably ain't say that, bro. I'm just saying. All right. He's like, I'ma fuck you 5 ways to Sunday. And then like he's like, hey bro, how old you are? Hurry up, bro. How old you are? And then he knows that he's just like, oh, yeet. Where's the block button? All right. Then she goes to his concerts. He don't know the shorty the same, so I presume no voice chat because you can obviously you can recognize the voice. Wait, or see the bitch. Didn't even know. What, bro? She out here sneaky. Jeez, bro. But all right, homie didn't know it was her, and then she, damn, honest. Bro, Drake might have been sleeping around, bro. You don't even know who you were talking to. SMH. But, or he might just be spitting a lot of game. Playboy type beat. Tony Stark type shit. But, uh, he's like, he pulls up. He's like, yeah. He's at his concert. They pull up and whatnot. Um, he does the shit. Doesn't know it's her. Okay. All right. Yeah, all right. Might eventually watch this to see what's good with that, but seems this nigga Drake just got hit with the Tokyo's revenge, honestly. Alright. Yeah, sir. Good night.